Hi, welcome to Unveiling Beauty. I'm your host, Anna Manukit, and today we are talking about the mother of makeup, Pat McGrath. This is a wonderful conversation about backstage makeup tips and tricks that you do not want to miss. Join me for the conversation. Hi, I'm so excited for today's conversation. I have been a true fan of this brand and of this makeup artist, and I'm really, really excited for you to join us. Joining me today is Miranda Carey. Thank you, Miranda, for being here on behalf of Pat McGrath.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, Anna. It's a true treat to be here.
So like I said, we had the conversation right before we got started of whether you realize it or not. If you're a makeup enthusiast, if you're a beauty enthusiast of any shape or form anywhere in the world, chances are you have seen or been influenced by Pat's work.
Absolutely.
So tell me more about the brand.
So Pat McGrath, as you may or may not know, is a legendary makeup artist of 30 years. She's done thousands of runway shows, hundreds of thousands of models. She's on every campaign, every ad. That's Pat's work.
She's broken the internet a couple of times over.
Yes, most definitely. If you're a user of social media, which who's not, you've seen Pat's work everywhere, all over your feed.
So tell me about the foundation of the birth of the makeup line itself, because, with having such an extraordinary background in being such a coveted, world sought out makeup artist, what was her inspiration in creating her own finally?
So I think when you've worked at something for so many years, you think, how can I put my mark on it in a bigger way, right? And Pat had constantly been mixing things backstage and making her own formulas and concoctions. And it was finally at a breaking point, or a boiling point, if you will, when she was just like, I have to release this, right? I'm so obsessed. I need to put it out into the world. So we actually started many years ago in 2015 with a single gold pigment, and it was used on a runway show and then released to the public in very limited quantities. And that's kind of how Pat dipped her toe into the water of her own eponymous brand, Pat McGrath Labs. And since then, the rest is history, and here we are.
And you guys have been with Ulta Beauty for a year, and I was geeking out. I'm definitely fangirling over here. I was completely geeking out when Ulta Beauty was getting Pat McGrath, because I love the lipsticks. I don't think there's a creamier, more pigmented lip product than the Pat McGrath lipsticks, I have to say. And I know that there's some new innovations that I tried today that I'm also obsessed with, that we're going to be literally obsessed with, that we're going to be talking about. But talk to me more about, because there are so many choices within makeup. So when we think about, not only is the packaging beautiful, not only is the brand ethos beautiful of use without caution. You told me that earlier, and I absolutely love that, because, makeup is supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be fun, whether you're doing a look, we're heading into the summer months, so chances are, a lot of us aren't going full glam unless it's for something special, whether it's for a daily look or whether you do want to feel, like it's an expression of your creativity. I don't love a lot of rules. It should be fun. It should be really embracing who you are and how you want to present yourself to the world. And I feel like
Absolutely.
You guys do such a good job of that.
Yeah, it's all about self-expression and really doing beauty your way, right? So use without caution is at the core of our brand DNA, and it's something that has guided Pat through her whole career. And if you've seen her ad campaigns or her runway looks, it ranges from the most natural and pared back makeup that you might wear every day to the most creative, out-of-the-box thing that you didn't even know was possible to do with cosmetics. It really is mind-blowing what she's created. So her line is an expression of that. And we range from every type of look, from a more subliminal, pared back, natural makeup, to a sublime, glamorous look like you have on today. You look stunning with your Pat McGrath lip. And then to something really subversive and out-of-the-box and experimental.
I love that. So while it does say use without caution, I know that in order to create the level of excellence that she has, there has to be some consistent best practices.
Yes.
So talk to me about what would be some of the consistent best practices that we can all take away from.
Yeah, so I think the through line, if we look at all of Pat's work, we see one thing that is so consistent and evergreen in her work, and that is beautiful, opulent, glowing skin. So how do we create that, right? We're always on the search for the best skincare product or foundation product to give that glow from within. And Pat has done that for you, for all of you, and that is in creating her essence. So this is actually our first skincare product from the brand. So it's Divine Skin Rose 001, the essence, yes. So it's a bi-phase essence formula, which is a little bit different than what you might see.
So for those of you, if you can see this, because the formulation of this is really beautiful. So you can see it's literally essentially two parts in one bottle to this. Yes. And it is really beautiful. I've smelled this, I've felt this. It's a lovely, glorious product. But what defines an essence versus like a regular toner that I would put on?
So an essence is more about like hydrating and revitalizing the skin, and it, when applied on the skin as the first step in any skincare routine, it helps the additional products that are layered on top penetrate the skin deeper and be more effective. It also is just that first layer, so I feel like it sets the tone for how your skin is gonna look, right? That first product that your skin receives. So Pat, actually, this was born from her backstage endeavors of mixing rose water, pure rose water, into her favorite moisturizers. Because a lot of times when a model sits in her chair, they've gone through a whole fashion month season and their skin's a little irritated. And I know we can all relate to that a bit. And so Pat found that rose water was the antidote for soothing the skin. So she took that concept to the best skincare lab in Korea and had them formulate. You know, Korean skincare is the upper echelon. It doesn't get better. And she had them formulate a potent, highly effective, beautiful essence. So by phase, I know you guys have a beautiful view of these gorgeous 2 parts. So we have a ceramide emulsion on top that's really going to nourish and soothe the skin barrier. We have a rose biotic water on the bottom that's of course going to calm and replenish. And when we shake to experience the metamorphosis, you're going to get a gorgeous, mixture here happening. And of course, we'll shake her up and then we can experience. So
let's see.
Let's splash a little bit.
I need some essence. I need all the essence I can get. Let's see.
Yes. So what I love about this is, in contrast to some other essences you may have experienced, is it leaves a gorgeous slip behind on the skin to help the makeup glide on smooth and the glow really last.
Yeah, this is, it's like instant. But what is interesting is what you said, because it's, it does have a nice, like luxurious slip to it. It has a softness to it. That is lovely.
And that's because Pat always has makeup application in mind when she's formulating obviously all of her products, but especially with our first foray into skincare, she's going to want it to be perfect for a makeup prep.
So I'm a makeup girly. I'm also a skincare girly. So it helped me walk through. So if I'm doing this at home, I'm going to use the essence. And then I'm also, I need my sunblock. So would I put my sunblock or any other products directly on top of this? Am I patting? Am I rubbing in? What am I doing before I head to my foundation?
So you can see I'm prepping my model Ariana's skin with essence. So as far as like pressing it into the skin, you can see how, I'm applying it. But best practice for use with an essence is applying it as the first step in your skincare routine. And there's a way you can customize it so that it fits for you or the viewers that we have at home. And that would be, if you have more oily skin, this can actually be used on its own as a solo product, as a lightweight moisturizer that won't leave you feeling too greasy or weighed down. And then for those with more balanced or dry skin types, this is the perfect first step in, receiving all of those other skincare products. So essence first, serums, moisturizers, oils of choice, and then sunscreen would be cherry on top for you.
Sunscreen would be cherry on top. And then, is there, because it's literally, it's been maybe a minute or 2 since we've put it on. It still has a really nice sheen and glow. So I can absolutely see how this is, like, especially for the summer months, if this is just gives you that
glow from within.
I love that. Okay. Okay.
So a must-have.
Must-have. Okay. Yes. So we know we need some essence. Essence is essential. How about that?
Essence is essential. The essential essence.
The essential essence. Perfect. So tell me about, you guys, I know that you've gone viral with your skin with the glass, like, can we just talk about the glass skin? We're not going to go down too many fashion weeks ago. However, that definitely broke the internet. But one of the things that you guys were initially known for is the lip.
Yes.
And I know that, depending on like what artist you like, there's like a current favorite that is also breaking all sorts of world records. And I know it's one of her favorites. So talk to me about the lip, and then we'll tell you what that shade is.
Yes, so we actually have a new lip launch that's, unveiling at Ulta Beauty this summer. And if you haven't seen it yet, I implore you to head into stores and touch and feel the product. But Pat's done it again with really taking her legendary lip techniques backstage and making it so accessible for guests to apply on themselves at home. So we've launched a dramatic mega lip crayon. And look at this box. Can we have a moment for the unboxing?
No, but seriously, the moment for the unboxing. So for anybody that like loves to open packages, this any single time, even when you weren't available at Ulta, I was purchasing Pat McGrath because, and like you should, the glitter, oh my God, every single time. It is an experience for unboxing. So I'm so glad that I could finally get this at Ulta Beauty. But you guys, everything is like glorious. So if you're ever purchasing a gift for someone, this in itself is an incredible present because it just from top to finish, it's luxury.
It's already wrapped for you.
It's already wrapped. It's so good.
Absolutely. So what we've done, as you know, some of our lip formulas in the past have been a little bit more traditional iterations where they come in like a bullet style lipstick and they're packed with pigment and gorgeous ingredients. But what we've done is we've Pat's kind of remixed it a little bit. So we have the Dramatique Mega Lip Pencil, and this is so lovely because it takes the playfulness of Pat's artistry and it makes it so accessible, like I said. So what's lovely about this crayon-shaped lip application is the delivery system makes it really easy to get precision, but also layer different colors and really create artwork on the mouth. Which is what Pat's constantly doing backstage.
This one is
Nude Oasis, I believe. Oh, Naked Seduction.
This is Naked Seduction. Okay, so yeah, this is lovely. So Matt, our makeup artist backstage, who's also a huge Pat McGrath fan, used one of them on me, and I believe it's actually called Obsessed. It was like, oh, I want that shade. And when a lot of times when we go to put on like a lip crayon, a traditional lip crayon, you kind of get the like super matte, and I was waiting for that, and I literally was like, oh my God, this feels so good. It's so soft and it's so buttery, but then it has the staying power of something that is traditionally very matte. So that in itself is kind of magic.
Yeah, there's no pulling on the lip or tugging at all. It glides on smooth, and then as you said, it does kind of lock in for that long wear or legendary wear, as Pat likes to say. So you're gonna have this beautiful lip that lasts. I love Obsessed on you. It's gorgeous, and I think that warm hue and that intense saturation that you can always expect from a Pat McGrath Labs product is really just, I mean, it speaks volumes on your face.
Now, let me ask you this question too, because a lot of times, again, I'm always thinking of like what time of the year we're in and what are we, kind of what's the next couple of months going to look like? So going from, from day to building to like night, or if it's, as the weather's getting a little bit cooler in the evening time. It's not cooler, it's summer, but still. Like if I want to layer something on this to be able to change my look, especially with something really pigmented, sometimes it is hard to I don't want to wipe everything off. One of the things that you told me about too, which was so interesting, is that the layering effect of these guys.
Yes. So not only can you layer more than one shade in the same formula to create dimension in the lip, which is what we've done on our model Ariana, and we'll bring her out here live in a moment, but you can really see the layerability. But additionally, if you need some hydration or you want to sheer out the color, they actually pair perfectly with another one of our products, if I can introduce it.
Yeah, please.
So we have a cult favorite item, and this is our Divine Cream Blush Legendary Glow Color Balm, which is such a gorgeous name.
Yeah.
And they come in these beautiful pink tubes. And this is a multi-use product for the cheek and the lip.
Okay.
It's infused with gorgeous hydrating ingredients, which are perfect for summer skin, and they really build upon the beautiful glow that we've created already with Essence. And what I love most about this product is that it gives like a watercolor tint on the cheek. It's extremely easy to build and use. You can see me blending it with the fingers. And I love the ingredients in here. So it's got shea butter, passion fruit extract. It's really gonna help nourish and soothe the skin as you wear it. So I want you to swatch this.
Oh my God, please.
Please experience the glow because it's instant glass skin.
That is really, and the blendability of this is really nice.
Yeah, and even with a color like this is Electric Bloom Glow. It's a brighter, richer shade, which I think some guests could be intimidated by. Yeah, can I put a little on
please.
We'll go fingers. Pat's known for using her fingers backstage. And one thing I want to say, Anna, is your makeup looks so beautiful and you're camera ready, which usually means a little bit of powder, right?
Yes.
So typically when we've had powdered skin already, we don't want to go in with a cream on top because it breaks the makeup, right? And what's beautiful about a Pat McGrath Labs cream product is that Pat knows that you're going to be layering and using without caution. So she wants to make sure that every single product is able to be layered, even like a cream over powder, which is typically a makeup rule and no.
I feel like this is a good must keep in your purse at all times kind of thing, right?
So I mentioned you could layer it on top of your lip. So if your lip had been feeling parched or you wanted to switch up the look for evening and go with something a little bit more glossy and glassy, you could absolutely take the Electric Bloom Glow and layer it on top of your Obsessed Dramatique lip.
Yeah.
And it would create a balmy, hydrated finish.
But also because I'm thinking we're going on vacation, and I'm thinking this is going to be even post speech of and just glow and good to go.
Yes, a 5-minute face, even less than that. Just a little bit of essence and some balm.
I'm gonna set this on this side over here. I'm gonna have a little stash.
Your cheek looks amazing. I feel like we just upped the saturation and liveliness of the makeup, and now you're ready to take on the rest of your day.
I love that. I love that. Thank you. So, so learning so much. I love this conversation. Tell me about the shade that went viral because I think for all the Swifties that are watching, they're like obsessed with the shade, and I want to make sure that our audience at home knows how to get that perfect red lip as well.
Yes, so you're right. We have a lot of celebrities and models that are obsessed with Pat's products, and Taylor Swift has been known to wear one of our shades called Elson, and we make the Elson color in a couple different formulas, and it was actually named Elson after legendary redhead supermodel Karen Elson, who's just major. So we have released a new version of Elson. So this is,
show me.
You're seeing here. So Elson 6 is our version of the Elson shade, which is a beautiful classic vibrant red in our easy to use dramatique lip formula. So I think for a day when you want something more cool than what you have on now, this is going to be that gorgeous vibrant red. I mean
that's like, okay. I see.
Yeah, it's a showstopper for sure.
This is definitely a showstopper. That's lovely.
Yeah, and
that's a really beautiful
perfect blue-based red that's gonna brighten the teeth and the smile and really just make you feel like your most gorgeous version of yourself.
This is lovely. That's actually, I wish I would have chosen this one. This is so nice.
You could actually layer it. You could do the Elson, I think would be lovely around the edges of the lip, and then layering that Obsessed shade for a little bit more of a warm orange hue in the center and creating that ombre. And Pat, she loves the lips to look like a rose petal. So constantly she's layering more than one shade. And anytime I've worked backstage with her on shows, it's always a mixture of something, right? She's got to just be an artist about it.
That's the really wonderful thing about, again, we talked about at the beginning, the world of makeup. You want to have it be customized to you. You want to play around. You don't want to be like adhere. I mean, certain people might want to adhere to rules, but there's enough rules in life. Like makeup is not where we want to be restrictive or...
Absolutely. And if you would tailor your clothing or customize a skincare routine for yourself or order a meal the way that you love it, wouldn't you want to do that with your makeup too and make it totally custom for you? And that's what Pat does with her layering and her mixing and her playfulness, and that whole use without caution is about, speaking your own voice and really customizing.
Yeah. No, I love that. So I know that when we talked about, so tell me about the sublime versus the subliminal versus the
subversive.
The subversive.
Yes. So subliminal, sublime, subversive. I think I got a little tongue tied there. So these are levels of looks. And when we think about, who we are and how we want to present ourselves in the world, Pat has kind of distilled her versions of artistry into these 3 different levels of looks. So sublime subliminal, I apologize. Subliminal is that first step. So it's your pared back, sculpted, natural, everyday, no makeup, if you will. It's all about facial architecture and really like sporty and fresh, right? And we all have moods when we want to feel that way. And then if you take that next step up and you head into sublime, like your look is so sublime to me. Like you could step out onto a red carpet and turn heads.
By the way, is the best compliment to tell somebody that you look sublime today. Like just
you look so sublime.
Thank you. You do too. Thank you.
I feel like I'm a little more subliminal today, but like I think because of your lip and the little lash that you have and this extra bump up on the cheek, you're really giving me this gorgeous sublime glamour. And then our model Ariana is also featuring like a gorgeous sublime look with a little bit more eye accessorization. And then when you take that next step above, you're gonna see subversive looks. And these are really what you're seeing Pat create on the runway when you have a feather lash or like a hyper real glass skin that looks like it's on a porcelain doll. That's otherworldly makeup, if you will. So these are the levels of looks, and I think any guest could connect with a certain style of makeup described here and be able to put their own spin on it.
But I love the thread of the essence of the basically, no boundaries and really owning whichever look it is that you want to see. I want to show them your model too, because I keep looking at her eyeshadow, and that palette needs to be talked about because it's truly sublime. So let's bring her out.
Yes, and let's get into the mothership. So Ariana, will you come out on the set for me? Hi, dear.
Gorgeous. Hi.
You look gorgeous. So this is Ariana. She was so kind to come and model for me today, and she is actually sporting all of the products that we've discussed today during our filming. So I'll pop up here just so I can get a good look at her. So Ariana, of course, to get this gorgeous glow on her skin, we started with rose essence. So this was a must-have for building a beautiful look. And then we've gone in with our Divine Cream Blush, Legendary Glow Color Balms to get this gorgeous flush of color on the cheek. And actually, Ariana's wearing the same shade that I placed on you. So you can see how versatile it is and how it looks great across a multitude of skin tones, which is key in the Pat McGrath Labs universe. And then we've gone ahead and decorated these eyes with a gorgeous Mothership palette.
I can't stop looking at them. I mean, I hope you're able to see them from, at home, because it's truly magical. That is beautiful.
Yes, so this is our Mothership 11. It's our newest Mothership in the assortment, and it is an Ulta Beauty favorite. It definitely is one that is hard to come by, so get it while you can. But Mothership 11 Sunlit Seduction is all about these gorgeous sun-illuminated hues, right? That you would see in a sunset or a sunrise, and they really illuminate the eyes. And you can see here, we have a myriad of different formulas in the palettes and textures ranging from mattes to satins to metallics.
So which ones did you use on her?
Because so I used Sienna Mystique down here, which is a gorgeous like matte sienna shade to sculpt the crease. And we actually have a secret, if I can share.
Please.
So this is 10 colors, and it's sometimes a little overwhelming. And if you don't know where to start, Pat's pro tip would be to start on the left-hand side of the palette. So if I just go ahead and block out those colors, you see this 6-pan, really wearable, neutral, approachable eye story. And this is where we started. So we used Sienna Mystique, we used some highlight shade, and we really just kind of created this structure on the eye, a little bit of depth in between the lashes there to create, a grounding element. And then to set it all off, we had to go in with one of Pat's Blitz Astral formulas. So these are the ones that are all over your social media feed, and they're those eye-catching, head-turning shimmers that are unmistakably Pat McGrath. And so what was lovely about this look is I actually used my finger to just dip into the pan and apply. And if I can show you, I mean, the color is just stunning. And of course we can do a little swatch.
Oh my God. I mean, that's
incredible.
It's incredible.
So we went in with this shade, which is Astral Gilded Aura, which really has so many multidimensional pearls in it. And every time Ariana turns her face, you're going to get a different flash of chartreuse and gold and pink and fuchsia, and it's always ever changing.
This is really interesting because in the palette, I mean, it looks a lot more, it's beautiful and glittery, but it looks a lot more one-dimensional until you put it on, and then it comes to life with all of the different shades. That is absolutely stunning.
And I think that's what sets a Pat McGrath eyeshadow apart, is just because there are the most high quality pearls and reflex in these shadows. They're like nothing else on the market.
It truly comes to life when you put it on, though. I can't believe how transformative that is from...
I'm just gonna top up because more is more.
Absolutely, it's my motto.
And we love to apply with the finger. This is one of Pat's backstage tips and tricks. And if you've been following her work, you know she loves a finger. We actually even make a concealer brush. I don't have it with me here today, but we make a concealer brush that mimics the shape of the finger for effortless application on eyes, cheeks, or lips, anywhere that you want to use it. And it is such a winner. You can just tap up and touch up this gorgeous eye. I mean, can you even? And then, of course, to finish it and set it off, we had to do a beautiful lip. So Ariana is sporting our Dramatique Mega Lip Pencil. She has 2 colors on, so you can see there's some dimension towards the perimeter of the mouth. And this is with the color Flesh 3, which is a beautiful, like, brick hue that's rooted in brown, so it feels neutral but elevated. And then in the center, because it's summer and we want summer skin and summer lips, we went with a beautiful shade called Coral Lust. And I love that this is neutral, but it has hints of coral, and it really feels fun and summery without being as bright and bold as the Obsessed that you're wearing. So if we love the idea of Obsessed, but you want to pare it back a little bit, Coral Lust is a fun one to dip your toe in those waters.
Coral Lust. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to put it over to my stash here. I'm stealing these, by the way. So just so you know.
Please.
Very good. Absolutely beautiful.
Can I also, while we have Ariana here, can I demo a little bit of that essence on her chest?
Yes, please.
Just to show. So
absolutely.
If we're using essence on the face, we want to continue that down into the body. And that's really true to Pat and her artistry. So let me take this essence and just apply it here on the décolleté so we're nice and fresh. So
that's actually a really good tip, especially, I mean, all the time in general, but just so that the glow, it doesn't stop.
Especially in summer when we have more skin showing, and Pat always talks about body total and really telling the same story of the face on the body. And we can use the essence here to just instantly bring this glow down. And I already did it earlier, so Ariana's getting a double dose.
Yeah.
There's never enough glow.
Gorgeous.
Look at how sublime that is.
It truly is. I mean, it looks like the best skin, just that like juicy, just beautiful, dewy skin. It's so healthy and so lovely.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ariana. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, Miranda, this was such. Okay, so if you could only have one like product from the line and two that you could take with you and never be able to get anything else, what would that be?
That's so hard. You're putting me on the spot. And like Pat will say, like, she'll never choose a favorite.
Right.
It's so hard for me to pick because truly the whole line is just gorgeous. If I had to choose one thing for me, it would always start and end with skin. So I think the essence would be my must-have item because, as you know, makeup starts with the skin. And I think that's why Pat has had such a phenomenal career, is that she has this way of doing skin that looks like skin. And I just think that's so special. So essence is the first step of that. And it's just a must-have.
It's a must-have. No, it's definitely.
And the smell, do you smell the fragrance? It's like wafting through the whole room.
Absolutely. It's very soft, but it's very just like luxurious. It's just very calming.
It's the damask rose.
Yes.
And it's 97% naturally derived ingredients. So you're going to get that beautiful, clean and bright smelling rose. It's, not this artificial heady fragrance. It really is so lovely.
I love it. So essence is yours. And I think,
what's yours?
I'm trying to think if it's the sky or if it's the lip. I kind of feel like,
I think they go hand in hand. You need them both.
I know, but we said, okay, so I'm going to do these two as mine now. We're going to break the rules and we're going to say two. So these are going to be my two. What are you going to be your two besides the essence then?
I would have to say a mothership palette.
Yeah.
I think like if you're a beauty junkie, if you're obsessed, like some people purchase one and it's their holy grail for every eye look from day to night, and other folks collect them all. There's 11 of them and you can own every one if you're like me.
I mean, they really do look like a work of art though as well, because they are so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Do you feel them? Do you feel how weighty it is?
It is. No, it's definitely like
a museum piece.
I was going to say collection piece. It's definitely a connection piece. And what I really love of what you shared though is the fact that it's almost, because this feels very special, and a lot of times it's like, well, am I going to use this on a daily basis? You might not want to shimmer yourself out so much, right?
Yeah, but if you break that down,
then they're like beautiful wearable shades that you can use as your part of your daily expression. No, I absolutely love this.
Yes. Love. So we have a little eye and skin over here. We have a lip and cheek over here.
Listen, it's a good combo. I absolutely love this. No, thank you so much for sharing all of the goodness. So one of the things that is a little tricky though, is that these guys sell out so incredibly fast. So if there were like one or two top Ulta SKUs that we want to make sure that everybody knows about so that they can get those because they are hard to keep on the shelves, what would those two SKUs be?
I would have to say if it's your first foray into Pat McGrath Labs, I would really recommend playing around with the lip and the cheek. I think like it was so easy to accessorize your look today with a beautiful new lip and a fresh cheek, and it totally elevated and transformed a makeup that you likely wear every day.
Yep.
And I think those are great entry points for Pat McGrath. The price is really accessible and the formulas are just so opulent. You're gonna come back for more. So I feel like at Ulta Beauty, that's the best way to dip your toes in the water, is to explore our cheek and our lip category.
I love that. Brenda, thank you so much. I learned so much, and you can tell I'm a huge fan, and not only Pat McGrath, but of you as well. Thank you so much for being here. And for everybody at home, I hope you enjoyed today's conversation and learned a little bit about how to use Pat McGrath to really express yourself in a more beautiful way every single day. To be able to get any of this luxurious and wonderful product, please visit your Ulta Beauty store near you, or you can go to Ulta.com to get your fix of Pat McGrath. Thank you so much for watching. Miranda, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Until next time, stay beautiful and be you.